Good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy Sunday. Hopefully you can pretend that I am showered and clean and all put together today, but truthfully, it is Sunday and I'm about to head out for a walk with a friend on the phone, and I'm just kind of getting cozy, and it is the weekends. Honestly, I do not put to-do lists together. I do inspired work only. But I really wanted to pop in here to give you guys like a quick training that is a part of it's a part of my life, but it's a part of every single client's journey with me. It's something that I preach about incessantly, and it's something that, good morning. It's really something that I find is one of the biggest time management hacks that I can possibly give you, because I find that one of the biggest things that people struggle with, and please give me a hand up if this is you, is like finding time for all of the things inside of our businesses, right? And it's like a little bit of like wondering, what should I do with all of my time, or all my lack of time or whatever? How do I fit it all in? All of that stuff. So one of my mantras is, on Sundays, we plan. And I am certain that so many of you have heard me say this a million times. I say it to my team. I say it to my Thrive community. I say it to myself. And I have been religious with this practice for years. What I used to find was I would get to Monday, I wouldn't have set my goals. I'd be scrambling to figure out what the week looked like. And I almost felt like I wasted Monday spinning my wheels, not doing any intentional work, just trying to catch up from the weekend. Or worse than that, I would spend 7 days a week working. There would never be any breaks in it because there was never really any intentional time blocking or anything like that. So I want you guys to start practicing time blocking. Time blocking basically means that you set aside time, you're really intentional with that time, and you know what you're going to do when you go into that block of time. And that is the best way that you can actually free yourself from the overwhelm, that you can get the things that you know you need to get done. When you join this group, for instance, I sent you my Power Hour checklist. It's something that I religiously work from. The only addition that we need to make to that is that on Sundays we plan. What does that look like? So for me, that looks like carving, and I know I hear all the time, Sundays are my family time. I don't want to work. You guys, this is not work. This is 30 minutes on a Sunday, and I guarantee you every single person can find that 30 minutes, 60 minutes, whatever they can, if it means that the rest of the week will flow smoothly and easily. It works, okay? So I usually do about 30 minutes. If I can carve out more time, then I get more done. But what does that look like? Okay, so for me, it looks like pulling out my calendar and basically mapping out my week. Everything goes on there, as much as I possibly can put on there. So any of the appointments that the boys have, any appointments that Wayne and I have, any trainings that I'm doing, any time that essentially is already accounted for goes into my schedule. So I can look at my week at a glance. Everything goes in there. You guys, I even jot down what I'm going to make for dinner in there, because I hate cooking. I'll just say it out loud. I'm not who you want to have in your kitchen. I can pull it off, but it's just not my passion. So, Shannon says her boys sleep in, so she gets up earlier. Right, exactly. I do the same thing. I tend to do it at the beginning of the day so that it doesn't feel like a chore. I actually have really, really come to enjoy this time. Anyways, I write down what we're going to eat. I don't worry. I am not the meal prepper. I'm not doing any of that. But for me, knowing what we're going to eat on each day and knowing that we already have it in the fridge, and it's it takes something off my plate, and it just frees my brain from another thing, because what leads to overwhelm and exhaustion is all of the things going on up here, right? All of the million ideas. So get them out of here and put them onto something else. So once you've got everything going on there, I personally love the highlighter situation where all the different things get their own color of highlighter, but you do you. I've only written them in pen so far for this week. Then I need you to block off the time that you are going to work your business. I know. We love fitting it into the cracks. We love just going into the day and being well, whatever happens, happens. But you guys, whatever happens, what do we push to the side? What do we push to the bottom of the list? We push our self-care and we push our businesses to the bottom of the list time and time again, and then we wonder why we're not getting anywhere, right? So I need you to block off an hour of time every day, Monday through Friday, where you are going to be intentionally working your business. And I thank you. I highly recommend single tasking. So when you're with your family, be with your family. Like when you're doing bedtime, don't be also on your phone placing orders. Like that's not doing your kids justice. It's not doing you justice. It's not doing your customers justice. And we are all guilty of this. My hand is in the air too, where I think like, oh, let me just get this done. But alternatively, when you are inside your business, when you are working on your business, be all in on that. You will be amazed at what you can actually do inside of an hour a day when you are intentional with that time. To take that like on Sundays we plan to take that a step further. Maybe you could even do a massive brain dump and plan out when you're going to do those things, like so that you head into Monday knowing that, okay, these are the things that I'm focusing on today. One of the things that I abide by inside my Power Hour checklist is on Monday, I don't book appointments. I don't do live trainings. I don't do anything because Monday is my day to like reorientate myself, get all the things done. I do meet with my team now, but that's because they are the support system for me in the business that I'm building. And they are other arms that are doing things that are not me. So yes, I love that. I put my fitness and my business time in, appointments with myself. So incredibly important, right? And if we don't plan for that, we don't do it. And it's funny how we will never let a doctor's appointment slip through the cracks for our kids. We will never they will never go hungry because we didn't put something on the table. We will make sure they have enough carrots in their meal. But we don't do these things for ourselves. We don't do the things that we know serve us. And I think for so many of us, these businesses that we're building, they are a form of self-care. They're a form of like us digging into ourselves, believing in ourselves, being able to create freedom or space or whatever it is inside your life. And if you don't plan for that, it often doesn't happen. So when you block out that time, what I want you to do is treat that like brain surgery. You, my friend, would not miss brain surgery for you or your kids. So don't miss that hour with yourself, okay? And get really intentional about making sure that you set that time aside every day. And then you know what? When you do that, you will be amazed at what you can get done. My last tip and piece of the puzzle is that I recommend that being at the same time every day. This is impossible for everyone. I get that. But if you can, and you can develop a practice around this, it's going to get easy. It's going to be like clockwork. You're not even going to think about that. So for me, when I was working full time, I had a 1, 2, and 3-year-old. So you can't tell me that this cannot be done. I had a 1, 2, and 3-year-old. I was commuting an hour to and from work. My husband was commuting 45 minutes. My kids were actually in daycare, 25 minutes away. Like, it was stupid. It actually was like, to get myself from work to pick up my kids and get myself home, I think it took over an hour and a half. It was insane, but it was what we did to survive at that time. But I would get up at 5:30 and work my business from 5:30 till 6:30. And everybody knew that that's what I did because I established that boundary inside my family. The kids, there was like a year there where the kids would like be laying on the floor playing with their blocks in my office, but not talking to me because they knew mommy is working. And so every morning I would do that. And what I love about the early morning is that the rest of the world is sleeping. No one is interrupting you. It is peaceful and quiet, and you can just like bang things out. If you want to treat this like a business, this is your very first step in accomplishing that. Actually being intentional with the work that you are doing and the time that you are spending inside of that. And working with purpose, right? And so on Sundays, I will do all that in my calendar. If I have extra time, I will pull out the social media planning template, which is what we're going to go through this week. And I will start mapping out my VIP group. If I have additional time, I will start pre-scheduling that content. And the more I can get done, the more free my week is going to be to grow my business, not just be inside of my business surviving. I want you guys all to be thriving. And I can promise you that this weekly practice will get you there quicker. Okay. Boundaries are so critical in our lives in every area, and definitely something that we will be working on in all of my workshops. So I'm off for a walk with my friend. You guys, I just wanted to pop in here and really challenge you to take 30 minutes, 60 minutes today to plan out your week. Pull out your planner. Do whatever you need to do to like lay it all out and look at it and ask yourself, what is important inside my business this week? How am I going to carve out time for myself? How am I going to carve out time to work my business? If you have time, do a brain dump and ask yourself what the biggest things on your to-do list are this weekend or this week. Obviously, we have the like keep the lights on activities, which is your VIP group, and which is why we're here for this like 3-week training. But then there's also things that you could be doing to grow your business: online parties, personal reach outs, follow-ups, like client like experience, all of that good stuff. So enjoy your Sunday, you guys. I will see you on Tuesday, 12 noon Eastern Standard Time, same bat time, same bat channel. We're going to talk about mapping out your VIP group content this week. On Thursday, I will likely do some little tutorials on the different apps and programs that I use that will hopefully put the easy button on creating your own content and really putting your own voice and feel into your group, which will really explode your business because people will really start connecting to you. So I love you. Yes, Lisa says she's just putting her post together for the week. Honestly, I don't know about you guys, but it feels so good when I'm able to do that. So I feel so accomplished, like I can take on the world. All right, you guys, I will talk to you soon. Have an incredible day, and I will see you on Tuesday.